Ken Guzzo.
And I'm Shelley Stockwell-Nicholas. Welcome to the HYP-TALKS, just for you, brilliant minds, just for you.
You're going to love this. Enjoy.
Okay, our next speaker is going to talk about humanitarian hypnosis. You're going to learn a little bit about the latest research on how directed thought, the pineal gland, and source field work works together to raise consciousness. She's an author, hypnotist, mental trainer. Her name is Randi Light, and she's the creator of the Essential Four System. The four most powerful ways, she says, to laser in on what really matters. She's the founder of the Transformational Radio. Is that true? Wow. Okay, that's cool. I know her well, but I didn't realize that, didn't register. So she's a radio host. Ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome my friend Randi Light.
Do you guys need to stand up for 1 second? Everybody stand up. Stand up for 1 second and start bouncing your knees a little bit and put your arms up in the air and shake your wrists. Just to do one. Just keep moving a little bit. I know we just need to shake up and down, jump up and down, move your body. And whenever you're ready, just go ahead and sit back down. And by a show of hands, how many of you practice self-hypnosis or meditation on a regular basis? Great, thank you. And how many of you practice group hypnosis or meditation on a regular basis? Okay, wonderful. Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing everything. Thank you, Shelley, and all the people who put this on. It is an honor to hear all of this wonderful information. So thank you for coming and sharing your knowledge and putting this on. So today I'm going to take you through a process to help you. Thank you. Bryce, will you move it over and in a little bit? Small is fine. Even smaller. Okay, perfect. Even more if we can. There we go. Yeah, because I like to move around and I like light, but not in my eyes. So, okay. So today you're going to learn a little bit more about thought energy and how it affects our bodies and the science behind how it affects other people as well as other people's bodies and can move humanity forward at the same time. So I grew up in a suburb of Chicago, and during that time I never really believed I was good enough. And that I had a lot of fear. Now, I never let that fear stop me. That was not the kind of person I was, but I worried a lot. And that worry created and exacerbated some health challenges for me. So stop looking at that. Look over here, listen, pay attention. But no, I'm just kidding. But okay, so I know I love Buddha too. So here's the thing. So I had this sabotaging voice in my head. And I had to go through a series of workshops and programs and conferences to quiet that little self-sabotaging voice. And so I used to be a worrier, and now I consider myself a warrior. So I went through all these different trainings to help what I really believe get my mother's voice out of my head and learn to love and accept myself and stop criticizing myself and basically become my own best friend. And I believe that is very, very important, not only for our own personal growth and joy, but for humanity. And I literally have all my clients sign an agreement to stop criticizing themselves. So please, learn to love and accept yourself. And I know that's what most of us do around here. So, okay, so I just want to make sure that we're all on the same wavelength when it comes to our thoughts. So the research has shown that we have about 60,000 thoughts a day, and the thoughts can be measured with electrical impulses with an EEG. Okay, go Bryce. And the research has demonstrated that these thoughts not only affect us, but affect those people around us. So this doctor named Grinsberg did an experiment where he put couples together to meditate together for about 20 minutes to form a close bond. And they noticed that the brainwaves would start to synchronize, even when they were apart. So my favorite component of this experiment was the person with the most well-organized brainwaves seemed to win. and exert a greater influence upon the other person. So we've also discovered that our thoughts affect our bodies. We can heal our bodies or heal other people's bodies. And so there was this author named Rumi Da, and he said that thoughts have a laser-like power. And thoughts have a laser-like power, and thoughts can be pulsed. So there was this study done by doctors William Broad and Marilyn Schlitz, and they put human red blood cells in a test tube with enough saline solution, with a bunch of saline solution that had enough salt in it to kill the cells. But the participants in the study were able to focus their minds and stop the cells from bursting open. So what creates this laser-like power? What creates laser-like power with our thoughts? So one of the first things we can do is to have heightened emotions, and we've all been doing this all weekend, like love, joy, appreciation. So that's one way we can create a laser-like power with our thoughts, to add energy, because it seems like our thoughts need a catalyst or energy to really do something profound. So emotions is one way. Hypnosis, the brainwave states of alpha and theta, which is basically hypnosis. That's another way to add energy and do something with our thoughts. So the third way is intention, having a clear intention. And the fourth approach would be heart coherence, heart rhythm coherence. So how many of you are familiar with the Institute for Heart Math's research on the heart-brain interactions? Great, it's almost everybody. So what's beautiful about this institute is that they have all this science now and have demonstrated a couple of different things. And one of the things they demonstrated is that our heart has its own nervous system, its own brain, and it literally tells our brain what to do more times a day than our brain tells our heart. And then the second one is that our hearts have a field that's much bigger than us, and it can be measured. And the third way that our heart, hold on, what was I saying there? Okay, so heart rhythm coherence, let me stay with that for a minute. So the heart, what they also found out was what happens in between heartbeats is very telling of a person's state of mind and their stress levels, and it also can be measured. So there was another experiment done by Dr. Glenn Rain, and he works at the research center at the Heart Math Research Center in California. So he conceived of this study to test healers' abilities on biological systems. And what he did was they had about 10 participants in the first group who were well trained in creating this elevated feeling of gratitude, appreciation, or joy, and it could be measured. So this first group, they had them holding vials of DNA that was suspended in deionized water to see if they could produce any significant changes. And they had this elevated mood, but they didn't. It didn't change the DNA. But the second group, who were also trained in heart coherence techniques, were to create that positive feeling, appreciation, love, joy, and simultaneously hold the intention to wind or unwind the DNA. And that produced statistically significant difference in the DNA, up to 25%. Some of the DNA was wound or unwound. So the third group was told to not enter into that high vibration state, and instead just hold the clear intention of winding or unwinding the DNA. No statistical significance took place in that. So the key point here is, in order to produce an intended effect, you must be in a positive state and focus on the outcome you want. And in essence, thought needs an energizer or a catalyst, like heightened emotions. Make sense?
Yeah, that's good.
So, and remember, when we're focused on anything, we go into hypnosis, even love or joy or gratitude. So what I teach all my clients, in a nutshell, is to vividly imagine the end results with a super great feeling. Pretty easy. Vividly imagine the end results with a great feeling. And so let me ask you this. The next time you're worried about somebody, since worry has been the topic today, Next time you're worried about someone, what would happen if you got yourself into a beautiful state of gratitude or joy, held the intention of them feeling better, and then saw them feeling better? Do you think it would help them? Yes. So what does all this have to do with, moving humanity forward and raising the consciousness of humanity? Well, a quantum physicist named John Hagelin, and he's also a Harvard grad, he did a study in the 90s. And they brought 4,000 meditators from all over the world and housed them in the Washington, D.C. area to see if they could affect violent crime. And they did. They reduced crime by over 20%. And the odds of this occurring by chance are 2 in 1 billion. So since that time, there have been over 50 scientific research studies done in the last 25 years, verifying the benefits to the nation of group meditation. So, what else did I want to say? So the research found that in cities and towns with as little as 1% practicing transcendental meditation, the trend of rising crime rate is reversed, indicating increased order, harmony, and well-being. Now, research scientists got together and they named this phenomena of rising coherence in the source field the Maharishi effect. And the Maharishi effect establishes the principle that individual consciousness affects group consciousness. And it creates rising coherence in the source field. So I've only got a couple minutes left, and I want to affect change on the planet. Yes. Thank you, Bryce. And so everybody, if you would do this with me so we can help us get into heart coherence and our brains, so I can then help heal the planet. So everybody get comfortable, and go ahead and close your eyes. And take a deep breath in, but hold your breath in. And when you're holding your breath in, lift up your eyeballs, not your eyelids, and your eyeballs, and strain them a little bit, and look to your third eye or your eyebrows. And when you breathe out, lower your eyeballs and imagine a sound wave or current of relaxing energy flowing through you from the top of your head through your body to the tips of your toes. So let's do this again. Another deep breath in, hold it in, and when you now look up at that third eye, or those, strain your eyes a little bit, and then lower your eyeballs, tell yourself to relax, and imagine a sound wave or current of relaxing energy flowing through you from the top of your head, through your body, to the tips of your toes. Now you can resume normal breathing, but begin to pay close attention to your heart. And as you breathe in, now imagine that you're breathing in through your heart. And as you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your heart. Keep focusing your attention on your breath, on your heart. So when you breathe in, you imagine you're breathing in through your heart, and when you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your heart. Begin to do this rhythmically, and imagine that you're breathing in love, unconditional love, universal love, or appreciation or joy. So as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in love into your heart. And as you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out love, so that love is in you and around you. And whenever you're ready, take a moment to invite your heart to open, and then see and hear and feel it opening, perhaps like a rosebud opening into a magnificent green or purple rose, perhaps like a door opening or tunnel flowing or a vortex spinning. So invite your heart to open. See and hear and feel it opening. And begin to breathe in love, unconditional love, universal love. Breathe it in and out, in and out. And to amplify this loving or appreciative feeling, we're going to go back in time and relive a moment where you felt that feeling. Could have been the same one you did with Ken, or a time when you were petting an animal, or some time when you were here. Could have been 30 years ago. We're going to connect with that state, that feeling. With the count of 3, imagine yourself going back in time to relive that wonderful memory. 2, perhaps you were petting an animal, going back in time to that wonderful memory. With the count of 1, go ahead and be in that memory now. And feel that love. Feel that appreciation. Keep rewinding it, replaying it, and reliving it, and feel that love. Feel that love. Breathe it into your heart. Breathe it in and out. unconditional love. Now imagine your heart expanding beyond the fields of your body, and imagine all that love creating a big, beautiful circle right here in this room. Breathing in love and out love. Feel it expand beyond this beautiful place. Imagine this wonderful, loving energy going all the way around the earth, right through LA into the hearts and minds of people. Feel that love, see it healing Mother Earth, being around Mother Earth, helping see the world the way you want it, affecting people, love, animals. Good. Wonderful. Now go ahead and bring yourself, your consciousness back into your body and back into this room. And I'm going to count from 1 up to 3, and when I get to 3, you'll feel like you had an incredible power nap, absolutely energized. The count of 1, speeding up, feeling absolutely wonderful. 2, coming up with lots of confidence and energy. With the count of 3, opening your eyes. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, awesome. She killed me. I loved it.